Hi, I'm Nathan Roberts, and today I'm interviewing the head cheer coach, Mrs. Carey. How are you today?
Great. How's it going?
It's going good. So to start off, this being your fourth year coaching at the high school at Greenfield-Central and your eighth year coaching overall, what are you most excited about?
I think this year I'm excited for the potential. This team has the best talent that I've had the chance to coach. Natural ability, coachability, but talent that we can work with. And a lot of girls have different strong suits, and putting them together, I think, we're going to see a lot of success this year.
What are you excited to improve upon most from last year?
From last year, I think our game day routine. So that's the routine that we took to nationals last year. We had a great start. That was our first try at going to nationals and competing a routine like that. So we learned a lot. So I'm excited. I think that is an area that we're going to see a lot of growth this year from last year.
Yeah, nationals is a big deal. That's a really good accomplishment. Do you hope to go farther in that this year than last year?
Yeah, that's our goal. So nationals is in 3 separate days, so preliminaries, semifinals, and finals. And we missed the cutoff to make it to round 2 by 0.1 of a point. So we were really close, which is great for our first try. But our goal this year, is to make it onto that next round and compete Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. So I saw that you did 4-H and FFA. How do you think that has helped you, like coaching?
Yeah. So being diversified in my experiences, I think, has made me a better coach. My strongest suit in FFA was public speaking, which is what I do every day, coaching my athletes. Taking ideas and concepts and putting them to words and communicating them effectively, talking in front of large groups. I have to talk in front of all the parents of my athletes, and I have 32 athletes this year. It's a lot of people. So training in public speaking from a really young age and getting a lot of practice early on, I think that was a huge part of what I do every day as a coach. In 4-H, I was successful in fashion review and showmanship with livestock. So that's about impressing judges and exuding confidence, and practicing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And that's what I do here with my athletes all the time. So getting a lot of practice of practicing was something really helpful from 4-H.
For those who might not know what the difference in competition between like football and basketball compared to like the actual competition team, like can you explain kind of the difference?
Yeah, right. So at high school cheerleading levels, we have sideline. So that's what you guys see. You see us in uniforms on the track at football games or the sideline at basketball games. Our job there is to engage the crowd and support the team. So our job there is to raise spirit, get the crowd excited about what's going on. That's more challenging at certain times when certain teams aren't as successful, but that's what makes it fun. So sideline is a lot more energy and a lot of fun. We do some pretty good skills at those, but that's not quite the same as competition. Competition is more skill-based. So we're doing really elite skills. It takes a lot of training, a lot of precision. That one, and within competition, we have 2 different divisions. So we do game day and we do what we call traditional performance. So traditional performance has a cheer like what you would see on the sideline of a football game for 45 seconds. And then it has a music component, and that's where the really, really elite skills happen. That's where you guys see us throwing girls in the air, girls flipping over each other, girls tumbling on their own on the ground. Things like that are happening during that routine. Our game day routine is a band chant, a crowd leading section, and our school's fight song. So that one's exciting. That's part of what we do at every football game. You'll see components of that routine on the sideline in an actual football game. So during our week, we spend time on all 3 components. We spend time on sideline. So that's motions, crowd engagement, those cheers that are like hand clap and the whole crowd claps with us. We practice those things during our sideline practices. And then our game day practices are that routine that is going to take us to nationals. And then our performance practice is those really, really elite skills. And that's a selected group of really talented athletes.
It sounds like 2 different sides of coaching. So like, is there like a preference that you have? Like, do you prefer to do one or the other?
No, they're so different that it's kind of hard to compare. Both are important to the success of being a high school cheerleader. Some schools don't have competition at all. Where I went to high school, we didn't get the chance to compete. But now the way that our sport has evolved and we have so many opportunities for kids in a lot of different areas, I love the beauty of seeing all three parts work together. And some of our girls aren't in all three parts. And that's awesome too, that we have the opportunity that girls who aren't at that level to be on that performance team. They have opportunities to be on sideline and game day.
Yeah. During the sports season, like what's the mindset that your team has as they try to compete? Like, do they try to compete against the other schools, or are they just trying to like hype everyone up and motivate them?
Yeah. Sideline, not so much competition. It's fun to like meet other cheerleaders from the other teams. We're like, hi, friends. We see each other at cheer camp like over the summers. We go to overnight camp over the summer. And then we see each other on the weekends when we compete. So it's fun to see each other at games, but it's more of a camaraderie at games. And then at competition is game on.
If you don't mind, could you go in depth about like the cheer camp? Like, do many people who are on the cheer team end up going there, or?
Yeah. So camp is through UCA, Universal Cheerleaders Association, and we're required to go to camp in order to be eligible to compete with anything within the varsity system. So our kids and coaches all get credentials. So we go through like safety training and athlete training and all these different things through summer camp. So we go to a college campus and we spend the night for 2 to 4 nights. So it's a lot of team bonding. It's a lot of togetherness. It's really fun. I think it's the highlight really of the year, other than maybe nationals. But camp is a really big deal. So I've always taken most of my athletes. And this year my program was so big. I have 32 kids. That I was able to just take my varsity to overnight camp, and my JV team, we did what we call a home camp. So we bring in somebody from the outside to do those team bonding and those training and those things like that. But we just do it here, and then they go home in the evenings and come back the next day.
Looking ahead to this year, what are your long-term goals of the season? Are there any personal goals?
Long-term goal for this season would be success at nationals. It's in February. So most sports go like August to maybe December or November to maybe March. Our season started in April-ish, and we will compete in February. So it's a really long year. That's one thing that makes our sport really different is we're kind of a year-round deal. So knowing that nationals is so far away, it feels like a really long-term goal to just even say nationals. But I think seeing those teams be able to compete twice at nationals would be a really, really big deal. And then personal goals, I think just making sure the kids love it. That's cheerleading made me who I am because I love it. And it's easy to get caught up in the skills and the trophies and the placements and the point deductions and like the nitty gritty of it. And I want to make sure those kids don't lose the vision for how much we love it and the passion and the joy that comes with it. So personally, that's my big goal for the year.
Yeah. So last year was your first year going to nationals. How did that feel? Like, was there like a big accomplishment, or was there like more of, I want to keep going and keep doing better each year?
Both. It was really cool to be the first time. You know, that's always exciting to like cross the bridge from like, we've never done this before to like, we're a team that can do this. So it was exciting. And I had a lot of support of coaches from other schools around our district that have been really helpful. Coaches who have taken their teams to nationals. A lot of advice, a lot of late night texts. So now this year, I feel like now we've got one round under our belt and we kind of have an idea of like what to expect and what not to expect. Things to do the same, things to do differently. But now that we've kind of got like the crazy year of figuring it out over with, we're going for gold this year.
So you lost quite a few seniors or competitors, Taylor Sweets, Katie Blanton, and Maddie Bowman. How did they help improve the team, and what do you think they did to like help build the cheer atmosphere?
Yeah, that senior class was probably my most influential that I've ever lost. Maddie went on to cheer in college. She's cheering at IU. Katie has gone on to be on the competitive team at Marian University. And Taylor she's no longer cheering, but she went off to school at Ball State. It's been nice. They've been around, though. They came by and would visit in the summer. And Maddie still wants to be involved in helping out our team. but they laid the foundation of leadership. It took 3 years. I had them for 3 years. So I got them when they were sophomores all the way through. And that class was just special. They were leaders when they were sophomores. They were the top of the group when they were only sophomores. And it got better every year. So this year, it took us a while to find who our leaders were going to be. Honestly, there was a big hole. Maddie, Taylor, and Katie left a really big hole. And nobody really knew how to fill it. It took probably 3 months, and I think we filled the hole pretty well. We've got some current seniors and even some upcoming seniors for next year that have been willing to step up and replace the things that they were doing.
Are there any like specific names of those up and coming?
Yeah, Olivia Cleveland, Brooklyn Lynch, Madison Robinson, Nevaeh Sperling, Livy Thompson, and Addison Bowman and Chloe Takash are kind of our top leaders right now. Out of a group of 32, there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of kids to be leaders, but they are kind of stepping up and taking charge where I need some student leadership.
Thank you. I think that's all the time we have for today, but thank you for meeting with us.
Perfect. Thank you.